PowerPoint presentation you an idea about how multiple alleles are considered and how they are expressed. For genetics, it is always an interesting case to study how the character or trait passes from one generation to other. It is always an interesting thing to study that. So let us study about multiple alleles now. I'm sure that you all will enjoy this even in your theory. Okay, that is when you uh, attend theory lectures for this particular unit. You will study this topic in details, but today we will study it on the basic level so that you can attempt the problem. Okay, so I'll start sharing. You please just let me know whether my screen is visible to you or not. Okay, is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. This photograph is so cute. I appreciated Suprita madam for putting this. Okay, such cute animals, the little kitten, and yes, they all are cats. The kitten. Can you see some variation in them, or they are all alike?
Ma'am, color variation.
Color variation, yeah, color it is. Though the overall structure of the animal is same, there is color variation. How many colors you can observe over here? Yeah.
Four different colors.
Yeah, I can see little reddish brown tinge. Then there is a little darker brown shade, but that is also you can see some of the hair from the fur are white and their tips are of different color. Okay, whereas if you see the second one over here, the entire fur is having a specific color. Here, this fur is having white color at the base and maybe at the tip, the color changes. Whereas over here, in the head region, you can see the entire black color. Here, there might be some little appearance of gray shade. Okay, and then look at the eyes. Okay, what a great variation they have. We always say cat eye, so it might be some shade of green. But if you look at this little black one, see the shade of eye is totally different. Okay, so uh, such characters, such traits, they are governed by these multiple alleles, many alleles at a time, and they are known as multiple alleles. Okay, so what are these? Uh, these are nothing but different forms, alternative forms of a gene. Okay, and what do they do? What is their function? What is their role in the life of that animal? Whenever we talk about the phenotype of an animal, then the phenotypic expression of that particular trait, that particular character, it is governed by these alleles. Okay, what type of phenotype will be seen? That will be decided by the presence of alleles. We just mentioned that there are multiple alleles, more than two forms, more than three forms. They are considered as multiple alleles. So, at a time, which two alleles will be present? The presence of those alleles will influence the expression as a phenotype. Okay, see this example, brown eyes versus green eyes. Whether the individual animal, it will have brown eye or green eye, it will depend upon what sort of alleles are present over there. Okay, what sort of alleles are present out of 3, 4, 5, 6 different alleles, which pair will be present at a given time in the given animal. That pair or that allele will decide how the phenotypic characters will be seen. Okay, so when we can call a particular gene as having multiple alleles, how do we decide that yes, these are multiple alleles? A particular gene, if it exists in three or more forms, three or more alternative forms or allelic forms, then it will be called as condition of multiple allele. So it should have minimum three forms. It can have 4, 5, 6, many forms, but it should have minimum three. Okay. If there are two alleles as usual, then we don't call them as multiple alleles. There have to be three or more. Then at such instances, we call them as multiple allele. Okay, so it is very important to note that even if there are many alleles occurring within a population, at, at a given time, in any individual, only two of these will be present. Okay, they will occupy the equivalent loci or on that chromosome. Okay, there is a particular region on the chromosome which will be governing the expression of that particular character. So even if in a population you can see great variation. Now see, we suppose this is a particular breed of dog where you can see the variation in skin coat, okay, variation in colors. So there might be, if you look at the population of this breed, you might find that there are 10 different varieties of breed, 10 different I'm sorry, not varieties of breed, 10 different variations of coat color in one particular breed. Okay, but at a time that animal is not going to have the 10 alleles. The animal is going to have only one pair of alleles. But if you look at the entire population, okay, suppose you are studying a particular dog, a particular cat breed, then there will be variety of skin coat color available. Okay, but when you uh, come across any one animal, then in that one animal all those 8 alleles will not be present, all those 6 alleles will not be present, only 2 alleles will be presented in each animal. You can see in this diagram, these are the homologous chromosomes. You can see allele 1 and allele 2 occupying this locus. Okay, so remember, which are multiple alleles? If there are 3 or more allelic forms, then only we can call them as multiple allelic condition. Okay, so though there are 3, 4, 5, 6 or more forms of alleles, in the given any individual at a time, only 2 such alleles will be present. Per individual, only 2 alleles. But if you consider the entire population, there will be 3 or more than 3 allelic forms of the same gene. Okay, so here is one more example. ABO system in humans. You all know about the blood groups. Okay, that is, there are 3 different alleles which govern this blood grouping system. Okay, I stands for isohemagglutinin, that is IA, B and O. Okay, and the presence of any of these 2 alleles will decide what will be the blood group of the organism. Okay, so you can see over here, there are, you all are aware that there are 4 blood groups, group A, B, AB and O. There are 4 blood groups. Okay, so according to the presence of antigen and the antibodies which are present in the plasma. Okay, so antigen A, antigen B, both A and B present and none of the antigen is present, that will go as group O. Okay, so here these 2 alleles, okay, A and B, these are codominant. Now I will not go into details of codominance and partial dominance. Okay, just remember that codominance means both have equal opportunity to get expressed in the phenotypic characters. Not any one allele is dominant. Okay, when we discuss Mendelian inheritance, one is dominant over the other. Okay, if that pair is present. Okay, suppose we consider A and B, these are the 2 alleles. Okay, and A is dominant over B. Then in the next offspring, if this is the combination which is there in the individual, then whatever is the phenotype because of A, that will be seen in that individual because A is dominant over B. Okay, but here A and B, they are co-dominant, that is, they are equally dominant. Okay, and they produce type A and type B antigen respectively. You can see over here type antigen A and antigen B that is produced. Okay, now this antigen will come to the surface of the blood cell. Okay, whereas this third type O, this is the recessive allele and this does not produce any of the antigen. You can see over here the antigen present on the surface of RBC. This is antigen A, then this is antigen B. Okay, and here there is no antigen present on this RBC. Okay, none of the antigen is present. So combination of these 3 alleles at a time in that individual, what will be the pair of allele present, that will decide what will be the blood group of that individual. Okay, so you can see the variations of blood group. Okay, this will be giving you blood group A. Okay, now over here also blood group A, because this is recessive. Sorry, in this condition also it will be blood group B because both are showing B. Here also blood group B because O is recessive to B. Here they are co-dominant. Not one can dominate over the other. So it will be blood group AB, and here A or B, both antigens are absent. It will result into blood group O. So see, there are only three alleles, A, B, and O, but it is resulting into different possibilities, and that is the effect of multiple alleles, because various permutations and combinations they are available. Okay, now coming to the example which we are going to deal today during our practical problems. Okay, now we are going to talk about coat color in rabbits. All have seen rabbits. Okay, सबने देखा है, rabbit देखा है. Most of the time, whatever rabbits or varieties which you have seen might be white in color. Okay, we are talking about coat color in rabbits. So this type of coat color, it is considered as wild type. Okay, wild type, which is having a brown color. You can see it is uniformly brown. Okay, the entire body, then the extremities, the tips, everything is brown. So this is considered as wild variety, one with the brown fur. Okay, and when whatever is the wild population, okay, or that particular responsible gene, it is expressed by this uppercase, that is the capital letter C. Okay, the color, coat color, this will be represented by gene C, capital C. Okay, you can see over here the combination is presented as C, C, capital C, capital C, uppercase. Whereas the second variation which we get in the population of rabbits, it is known as chinchilla. Okay, it is known as chinchilla. Now, what is the coat color in chinchilla? It is black tip, white fur. Now, please pay attention to this. Black tipped white fur. This tip is of the hair which is present in the fur of the organism. This is not the tip of body. This is the tip of the hair. So, can you see this animal over here? Okay, now this is actually having white fur, but the upper end, one end of the hair which constitute this fur, that tip of the hair will be black in color. So this is giving gray appearance to entire animal. It is not appearing white, it is not appearing black, but this is the fur which is black tip white fur. So this sort of appearance of the fur, it is known as chinchilla. Okay. Now I'm going to also show you one interesting photograph. Okay. Yeah. Because you will wonder what this chinchilla is. This is a new term for us, chinchilla. So this is the actual animal which is known as chinchilla. Okay. So what is this chinchilla? Chinchilla is a rodent. We have seen what is a rodent. Rat family के जो animals है उनको वो सब rodent कहे जाते हैं. So this is a rodent which is known as chinchilla. तो इसका जो स्किन कोट का कलर है, इसका जो फर का कलर है, वो सिमिलर है टू दिस. ओके, दिस इज अ रैबिट, दिस इज नॉट अ रोडेंट. प्लीज रिमेंबर, रैबिट एंड रोडेंट्स, दे आर नॉट सिमिलर. Rabbit is from Legomorpha, whereas chinchilla, actually chinchilla animal, it is a rodent, rat group. Okay, but this rabbit, the coat color of the rabbit looks like chinchilla, and that is why this coat color is called as chinchilla. Okay, so what you remember for chinchilla coat color? Chinchilla coat color is nothing but the white fur which is having black tip, white fur with black tip. Okay, so you can see the makeup over here, that is, it is lowercase c, this is C, double C, you can see over here, this is represented by uppercase, capital letter, capital C, which is a wild type with brown fur. Whereas this one, it is lowercase, and what is superscribed over here? CH is short for chinchilla. Okay, so over here you can see that these are the smaller letters or the lowercase, and superscribed is CH, that is chinchilla. So chinchilla rabbit will have this combination. Then you have Himalayan rabbit. Now what is the difference between chinchilla and Himalayan? Himalayan is also having white fur over the entire body, but the tip or the extremities of the body, you can see the paws, you can see the nose, you can see the ears and the tail. All these structures which are considered as extremities of the body, they are black in color. The animal is having white fur, but the extremities of the body are having black fur. So this is called as Himalayan variety. Okay, it is also known as Himalayan albino, but let us not get confused with the term albino, because we are also going to use this term over here. So let us call it as Himalayan instead of, if you refer to different websites and videos and genetics books, you may find the term Himalayan albino, but let us call it as Himalayan. Okay, and then the fourth one, okay, how it is represented, again small c, lowercase c, okay, and this represents the albino variety, that is entire body is covered with white fur. See the extremities, ears, tip of the nose, paws or tail, everything is white. Over here everything is white, but the extremities of the body, they are having black fur. And over here the entire body is having white fur, but tip of each hair, it is black in color, black tip, white fur. Okay, so these are the four variations which you get in the rabbit population. Okay, see what information is provided. Wild type version, capital C, capital C. This will be, if this combination is present in the animal, in phenotypically you can see it is covered with brown fur. Okay, whereas in chinchilla, that is CHCH, you will have white fur with black tip, white fur. Whereas in Himalayan phenotype, CH is represented also in lowercase, smaller letters. Okay, there is black fur in the extremity and white fur over entire body. And whereas this is a colorless type, okay, small c, it is expressed as white fur. Okay, so in a rabbit population, you will find that there are four variations. Okay, and these four variations are there because of the different alleles which are responsible for that. So this is considered as example of multiple alleles. More than three alleles are responsible for expression of coat color. Okay, now I have told you what is chinchilla. Okay, now this is the case of multiple alleles, and there is a hierarchy in the dominance of the characters. Okay, now what is the hierarchy? The first variety, it is dominant. Okay, this variety is dominant over all other three varieties. Okay, that is capital C. If it is present in combination with any of this, then the rabbit will have brown color. Okay, because this variety is dominant, this allele is dominant. Okay, now what about dominance of other three? Here wild type allele, that is which is represented by capital C, it is dominant over all others. Chinchilla, it is incompletely dominant over Himalayan and albino. Okay, whereas Himalayan is dominant over albino variety. Okay, that is over here. This one is incompletely dominant over these two, whereas Himalayan, it is always dominant over this albino. What do you mean by dominant? That is, this one is recessive. If you have a combination of CH and C, then the phenotypic expression will be Himalayan. If you have a combination of CCH and C, then chinchilla will be the expression which is seen in phenotype. Okay, whichever is the dominant allele, that will be expressed. Okay. I hope everybody has followed till this point, because unless and until we follow how the dominance is there in all these four varieties, we will not be able to solve any problem. So I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, that hierarchy is there. The most dominant is the wild type. Okay, that is brown one. Then chinchilla, it is incompletely dominant over other two, and Himalayan, it is dominant over the albino variety. So see over here. So if we are saying that there is a full color or agouti, it is also known as agouti, okay, or wild color, brown color, this is actually a photograph. Okay, so what type of genotype can be there in this type of rabbit? Okay, either you can have this combination, that is both dominant wild alleles will be present, which are represented by uppercase C or the capital C. This combination is also possible. Why? Because wild or brown or agouti or full color is dominant over this. Also, this is dominant over Himalayan. It is dominant over albino. So even if you have any of these combinations present in the animals, still the animal is going to have full color or brown color or agouti color. Why? Because this allele, which is represented by capital C, wild allele, this is dominant over all these three: chinchilla, Himalayan, and albino. You have to remember this while solving the problems. So I want everyone to write this down in your journal or book which you are carrying for solving the problem, or you can even take a screenshot of this. Okay. That is because while solving the problem, we are going to require that which one is dominant over the other and what sort of combinations are possible. Suprita madam, I have a request for you. You can take screenshot of this table or a photograph of this table and
Yes, ma'am.
share it on their WhatsApp group so that solving the problem becomes easy for them. They can refer to this table when they are solving the problem.
Okay, ma'am.
All the students, you take down, try to understand which one is dominant over the other. Okay, please understand which one is dominant over the other so that you can use this information while solving the problem. Okay, that is here. You can see that this is a wild rabbit which is having full color or agouti, or this is known as agouti or brown color. Okay, but if you look at the alleles, it can have any of these four combinations. The phenotypic expression is brown, but the alleles can be any of this combination. Okay, similarly, see the second variety, that is chinchilla. It is having white fur, but the tip of fur is black. Okay, now what sort of combination you expect in the alleles? This is the first combination, that is homozygous for chinchilla gene. Okay, see how it is represented. It is smaller case of C, a capital आहे इथे, it is small आहे, and then what is superscribed over here? CH. CH stands for chinchilla. So this is homozygous chinchilla. Okay, or it can be this CH and H, this combination. Okay, even if this pair of alleles are present, you will see that a phenotypic expression is chinchilla, or this. Okay, see, it is not having any combination of this sort, because if capital C and small c CH is written, it means capital C means white, capital C means brown color. If this heterozygous condition is there, then the animal is not going to be chinchilla, it is going to be brown. Okay, if it is seen as chinchilla, it can have either of these three combinations. Then only it can be seen as chinchilla phenotype. Now come to the next one, that is Himalayan. Okay, that is white fur and extremities are black in color. So what sort of combination can be expected in Himalayan variety? It will be, yes, this is homozygous for Himalayan variety and this is heterozygous for Himalayan variety. Only two combinations possible. Okay. Whereas in albino, only one combination is possible, small c, small c. Why? Because it is recessive one. Okay, with if it is in combination with any of the other alleles, then all other alleles are dominant over this albino allele. So if you want to see albino as expression in the animal, then it has to be in homozygotic condition. Then only you can see that it is being expressed as albino rabbit or white rabbit. Okay. So have you followed the hierarchy of dominance? What is the most dominant? Capital C, that is the brown, or it is also known as agouti. What is the next order in dominance? It is chinchilla. Next is Himalayan, and last one is albino. This is the order of dominance. Number 1, number 2, number 3 is Himalayan, and number 4 is albino. So please remember what is this order of dominance. Okay, so you can imagine that if the animal is looking white, albino rabbit, then it has to have this type of allelic combination. It cannot have any other combination. Because if any other allele is present, capital C or CCH or H, then that particular phenotype will be expressed in the animal. It will not remain as albino. Okay. Have you all followed the rabbit coat color combinations of alleles?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes. Now with this background, we go for the problem. We are going to solve the first problem. Okay. So the background is given in the problem. The coat color in rabbits, it is determined by 4 alleles. What are the 4 alleles? Capital C. See, when you are writing down in your book, Write very carefully. You are writing this uppercase C, capital C, and other should be small. Okay, so what are the four alleles? Capital C, then CH, that is yes, chinchilla, H, that is Himalayan, and C for yes, C for albino. Okay, so agouti is dominant and albino is recessive. Okay, though we talked about codominance, please remember if there is a combination of chinchilla and Himalayan, then chinchilla will be dominant. ओके सो नंबर वन एक नंबर पे कौन है वाइल्ड ब्राउन और अगोटी दो नंबर पे है चिंचिला तीसरे रैंक पे है हिमालयन और चौथे रैंक पे है अल्बिनो ओके नाउ सी द कॉम्बिनेशन नंबर वन you are going to solve these combinations in your book and you are going to comment that when the progeny will be produced by this combination, what will be the phenotype of the young ones. Okay, so see, in the combination, this is the male and this is the female rabbit. Okay, I'm referring to combination number one. We are solving the problem for combination number one. So what are the alleles present in the male? Yeah, it is CH, that is this allele represents chinchilla and this allele represents Himalaya. Okay, forget about other combinations, just focus on combination number one. Okay, so the male is having CH and H. So what will be the color of this male rabbit? Anyone? What can be the color of this rabbit? The rabbit is having this combination. Look at the letters which are superscribed CH and H. So what combination you expect as a phenotype? या रॅबिटचा कोट कलर काय येणार?
White fur with black tip.
You tell me whether it will be brown, chinchilla, Himalayan or albino.
Chinchilla, ma'am.
Yeah, chinchilla. Perfect answer. This rabbit will have chinchilla color because chinchilla is dominant over Himalayan. Okay, and the female is having this combination. So again, what is the color of female? It will be again chinchilla because this is CH, that is chinchilla, and this is H, that is Himalayan. So this is a pair of rabbits which are both appearing chinchilla, and this is the allelic combination present in the gametes. Now, if these animals they are crossed, what will be the phenotype of the progeny? Both are appearing chinchilla. What is the expected phenotype? Okay, so I think this combination, if these are the parents, consider this is the parent, okay, this is another pair of parent, where this is the wild variety which is heterozygous, and this is the second partner which is albino, which will be represented by small smaller letters or the lower case. Okay, so what sort of gametes will be present? You can write down this combination in your book. Forget about the first pair. Write down this combination in your book. Okay, that is, this is the allelic combination which is present in the parents. Okay, write down this combination. Okay, so one of the parent, it is wild, that is brown in color but heterozygous, capital C and small c. Whereas another parent, it is albino. Do I have to say that this is homozygous? मला हे सांगण्याची आवश्यकता आहे का की हा होमोझायगस आहे? नाही. Why? Because only if it is homozygous, then only it can be albino. हेटेरोझायगस असला, दुसरं कुठचं आलेलं असलं तर त्याचाच कलर फिनोटाइप मध्ये येणार. So what are the gametes produced by this parent? Okay, it is capital C and small c. Okay, these are the gametes which are produced by this parent. Now, from another parent, these are the gametes which are produced. Yes, now you can prepare your square and write down the combination of gametes and see what will be the allelic combination in progeny, and depending on allelic combination, you have to decide what will be the phenotype of that progeny. So these are the gametes. You can please write down the alleles which are present in the parents and the gametes which are produced in the next generation. gametes which are produced by the parents, and let us see how they appear in next generation. So this is a checkerboard. You can write the combinations. So at this place, what combination will be there? Capital C, small c. Over here, yes, small c and small c. Again, capital C and small c, and then small c, small c. So four combinations are there. Okay. Please write these four combinations. Try to understand how they have appeared and then write. Okay, this is a male which is heterozygous for agouti or brown, and this is the female which is albino. So homozygous for albinism. Okay, have you written down this? Have you prepared all the checkerboard?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Very good. You have to write it carefully. Huh? See the combinations. These are the four permutation combination what we have done. Now you have to tell me that out of these four which are produced in the next generation, these combinations, what is the skin coat color of each of these? Capital C and small c. So what will be the coat color?
Brown.
Brown.
Do you all agree that it will be brown? Yes, it is
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
heterozygous for brown, but capital C, it represents the wild type, that is the dominant character. So two of the offsprings, they will be brown in color, they are heterozygous in nature. Whereas remaining two, yes, they will be
White.
albino,
White color.
homozygous in nature. Okay, so if you have parental combination of this type, that is one of the parent is brown, one of the parent is albino. If this is wild with this combination, then what you expect is this. Okay. Have you all written down the steps? Should I go back? Have you written down what is the combination present in gametes? These are the gametes. So first write down the parents, then write down the gametes produced by these parents. Then prepare the square and do the combinations. Do this combinations. First combination, this is second combination, this is the third combination, and this is the fourth combination. So you are getting 50-50. You are getting 50% brown and 50% albino progeny. Yeah, check the color. Yeah, wild, albino, wild, and albino. Yeah, so you have 50% wild and 50% albino. Have you all solved? Have you all written down this?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So this is the first problem which madam has solved and presented in this PowerPoint. Okay. What was that combination?
Second one.
Second one. Yes, correct. So madam has solved the second one. Okay. Now you all solve the first one. You all solve the first one in your notebook. Okay. You have solved the second one. Solve now the first one. What sort of gametes will be produced by these parents? What is the coat color of this parent? What is the coat
tip,
color?
Black tip, gray hair.
That is, this is chinchilla. Okay. And this one also chinchilla. Okay. Now write down the gametes which are produced and do your Punnett square, and after the checkerboard, tell me what sort of combination will be seen over here. Okay. I expect everybody to write it down in your notebook. Okay. Madam, they can solve it in their notebook and send us the photograph, or they can show it over here.
Ma'am, they can send us the photograph. That would be more clear.
Yeah. So can you just divide the students and tell them to send photos to both of us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Students, please remember you are attempting this first combination. Okay. This is chinchilla. One of the parent is chinchilla. Other parent is also chinchilla. Both are having same combination of alleles. So what will be the result of this cross? Yeah, Suprita madam, you can uh, divide the students and
Yes,
accordingly
ma'am.
you can send us the photograph.
Ma'am, I'll put their names in the chat box so that they can see it properly.
Their names,
Yeah, ma'am.
how many students are there?
We have total 15 students.
Only 15. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Why such less number is there? I think they all can solve these problems on their own. So they are enjoying it. I think I will also take this photograph and we will put it in group so that they know which problem they are solving. Yeah, madam, should I stop sharing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you have put it in chat box. There are 15 students. Okay. So they can solve it, and I'm not very sure that how you can use the pen over this screen. If that tool is available, na?
Yes,
Otherwise,
ma'am.
hold it on the screen.
Ma'am,
Yes.
there is a whiteboarding.
Yeah.
I have
Have you
not
used
used it.
that?
No, no, ma'am. I haven't used it.
If we can use that board now, then we can write on it and show the combination. Okay, there are some answers in the chat box. Let us see what are the answers. Anurag says it is 3 chinchilla and 1 Himalayan. Yeah, let me see if any. See, when you are setting the photograph, send photograph of entire solution. Show the checkerboard also. Huh? Don't just mention the last answer, because even if you say chinchilla, there are various combinations of chinchilla. So let us see that which combinations are there. Let me see how many answers I have received. You will take time. Okay, don't worry. Shivani has sent me a photo. Yeah. Shivani, she has shown the gametes. Yeah, chinchilla. Yes. Yes. And the last combination is Himalayan. Yes, Shivani, your answer is right. Yeah. Everyone, because see, you have to solve this problem in exam. Otherwise, what will happen? We'll just show you the PowerPoint, you'll understand, and then probably you forget till the time of exam. But if you solve it yourself in your book, you'll remember it forever. Okay. So Shivani presents the right answer. Let me see what Anurag says. Yeah, there are 3 chinchilla. The phenotypic, it is 3:1. Genotypic, it is how it is 1:2, 2:1. Genotype. Yeah. Okay. So let us focus on phenotype because we are interested more in that. That is, in spite of having different allelic combination, what will be the phenotype? Yeah. See, students, there is one till you are solving this. Suprita madam, we were discussing about the eye color. Yeah, in morning. You recollect that eye color or skin color. This is also one very important character, which is governed by many genes. Okay, there is a difference between these two concepts, multiple alleles and multiple genes. Okay, alleles are forms of the same gene at the same locus, different forms of the same gene, whereas multiple genes, that is a totally different concept. Okay, so we are not dealing with multiple genes, polygenic inheritance. We are not dealing with that. We are dealing with different forms of the gene, that is multiple alleles. Okay, because see, skin color in human or eye color in human having great variation. If you consider the eye color in human, it will have black eye. Black eye is actually very deep brown. Okay, so black, then there are shades of brown, then there is green, and there is blue. Sometimes it is having little gray shade also. So that blue is most recessive form. Very rarely you will find blue eyes, and I think both the parents have to have blue eyes to have a child with blue eyes, because that is recessive. Even if one of the parents is having little brown eyes, then of course the child will have the brown eyes. But those who are having brown eyes may have a child with blue eyes, because that combination may happen. They might be carrying that gene. Okay, so there are great studies carried out regarding the eye color, and that gives great variation in these genes. Okay, how much actually now that eye color, it is, see, skin coat color, when we discuss, it is the color of that hair, but eye color, it depends upon the pigmentation, and the pigments, they are secreted by melanocytes. So activity of melanocytes, how much they will function, what will be their abundance, and what sort of secretion will be there, this is governed by more than one genes, and that is why it becomes multiple genes and not multiple alleles. Okay, so that is also a very interesting thing. Sometime we will tell you about that. Okay, today let us focus on this. Have other students send you photographs, madam?
No, ma'am, I haven't received any yet.
I have received a photo from Samadhan. Okay, so I'm just checking Samadhan. Yeah, Samadhan has also written rightly. Chinchilla and Himalayan. Yes, Samadhan, you are right. Then Vaishnavi has sent the answer. Anurag, why you are calling me by mistake?
I'm चुकून लागलं. हाँ, yes.
Okay, okay. But you have completed your answer, na? Yes. Vaishnavi, right answer. Chinchilla. I think everybody has got 3 chinchilla and 1 Himalayan. Okay. Okay, madam, you have received the answers?
No, ma'am, I haven't. Madhvi, Sakshi, Sai, Shruti, Radha, kindly quickly send.
Madam, you please check their answers, and I've got a call from college office. I will see
Yes,
if
ma'am.
there is any important matter regarding admission. So please
Okay,
excuse me for a minute,
yes,
and
ma'am.
if you can present the screen, or I have put the photograph on their group.
Yes, ma'am.
You can refer to that photograph. Madam had solved combination number 2 in the PowerPoint. You all have solved combination number 1. Okay, now out of 3, 4, 5, 6, madam, you select one combination and tell
Okay.
them now, so that it will be very clear to them. Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
3 to 6, select any one combination and let them try.
Okay, ma'am.
Till then, I'll see what office has.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, the one who have already sent, and the others quickly send. The remaining students who haven't sent, kindly send the photographs of the solution. जो आपने लिखा है बुक में, just click that photo and send it. Okay, we can see if it is right or wrong, और क्या wrong हो रहा है. ठीक है? Till that time, the others can solve the. I think you have done the. You can do this combination. Okay. Fifth combination, you all can go for the fifth combination. This one. Sai, I have received your photos, but in this, when you're making the checkerboard, you forgot to give the index term. जहाँ वो H वगैरह लिखना था, आप वो लिखना ही भूल गए हो. तो prepare that also properly, okay? आपने चेकरबोर्ड के मेन कंपोनेंट्स कंप्लीट नहीं किए हैं. ओके, जो फर्स्ट रो होता है एंड जो फर्स्ट कॉलम है, दैट यू हैवंट कंप्लीटेड, कंप्लीट दैट. ओके. Okay, who was the second person who sent me the photo? You haven't put your name. Okay, Radha. Okay, Radha, I received yours as well. That is right. Your table is correct. You all can start with the second sum. That is number fifth one. The fifth sum, you can begin with that one. Okay, I have received from Madhvi. Madhvi, your answer is right.
Ma'am, should I share it with Vaishali ma'am or with you?
You can send it to me. If you're done, you can send it to me.
Okay, ma'am.
Shruti, even your table is right.
Sorry, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there was some message from office, so I had to take that call. Are we solving now this combination number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Students, you are comfortable? I can see now less number of students. Few students have left or what?
Ma'am, there is a message from Prince that his data expired, so he left maybe.
Yeah. They must be having, and now they have to take that test also, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. We will solve this problem and then we'll end our practical over
Yes,
here.
ma'am. Yeah.
They have a little gap. 3:30 they have exam, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mrunma, I have received your answer. Your answer is right. Okay, your table is correct. Yeah, Anurag, your answer is right.
Sakshi had left the meeting. I think she had joined again. Yeah. You have discussed this combination?
Yes, ma'am. Discuss this. They are sending me the photographs.
Yeah. And now remaining will be homework. Okay, whatever combinations are left, they are going to solve it in their journal. I hope everybody has printed the journal. And this is printed in journal also, no, madam?
Yes, ma'am. The table is printed in this journal.
Okay. I have received a photo from Yeah, so I think, madam, you can announce on the group that they can solve these problems at home
Yes,
as
ma'am.
practice. And next time when we will meet during next week on the same day, Wednesday, we both will see what they have solved in journals. That time
Okay,
we
ma'am.
their journals for all these problems. Now, yesterday, did you solve the problems in journal or in a separate book?
They had solved in separate book mostly, ma'am.
Because then they have to write their journal, na?
Yes, ma'am.
We will decide which problems they have to enter in journal, and
Yes.
accordingly we will check their journal. Okay. Okay. So students, I hope this is very clear to you how to solve multiple allele problem, and we will share this PowerPoint also in your Google Classroom. Plus, we will share some interesting video which you can watch about this explanation. Okay. So, madam, that's all for today.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we end the meeting over here? Can the
Yes.
students leave?
Yes, ma'am. We can stop.